is a singles contest.
I recognize this music.
Unfortunately, we all do.
You patiently await.
Introducing first, from the Ivy League, the academic standard, GPA.
Simply put, the most anticipated non-title match in the history of freelance wrestling. GPA, the former freelance champion, now its most hated competitor, walking into this ring, one man, not only versus one other competitor, but this entire freelance audience.
GPA came out. He thought tag teaming with Kylie Rae was going to be a smart idea. He thought they could go all the way to the top and get the freelance tag team championships. However, were they able to, K-Mal?
No, they weren't.
They weren't, right?
I said they weren't.
And whose fault is that, K-Mal?
Wait, as in...
Kylie Rae, okay?
Well, hold on.
Kylie Rae. She's the reason, held them back as a team.
Yeah, please don't tell these fans that she's the reason why it didn't work out.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois. She just wants to have a good time. Kylie Rae.
Completely different demeanor of Kylie Rae.
Deservedly so.
Gentlemen, to be quite frank, I don't even want to see this.
Your lips to God's ears.
Frankly, I wish I shared their optimism.
We're seeing a different level of intensity from Kylie Rae already tonight.
The fans of Logan Square Auditorium firmly behind Kylie Rae. I'm not exactly sure I understand. GPA, the more successful one here in freelance, former freelance champion.
Wait, did you? You know what? I can't with you. Oh, that's that line. We are starting hot and heavy. Kylie Rae landing 4-on shots to GPA. You know she's been waiting months to do that. That's that line. With the super kick. GPA.
Well scouted. Oh!
Not the second one, though.
Spoke too soon on that one, Zach.
Kylie
To your
Rae.
earlier point, Sterling, honestly, you're right. I think Kylie Rae did hold GPA back from the championship, but also, who in the right mind would think they would make a good team? GPA, the academic standard, nothing but serious.
Kylie Rae, Tope Suicida!
Right into the barricade. This place is going nuts.
Chicago's resident superstar, Kylie Rae, on a rampage to start this match.
No doubt about it. And not that I don't think she can beat him, but can you imagine the championship implications this might have if GPA falls to Kylie Rae tonight?
I will say that.
Oh, that's very one-sided, don't you think? It could also go the opposite direction.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, if you have a victory over a former champion, the same way that it could have happened for Peter Avalon earlier tonight. I mean,
Kylie Rae using the freelance faithful
What
as
are they doing?
assistant. Overhand chop. And look, I know you guys are talking about title implications. I don't think they care about the title right now. This is
Referee reminding the fans not to get involved here. Oh!
I was going to say, it's going to take an army to stop the freelance faithful from helping Kylie Rae when she asked for their assistance.
yes, I realize that they have no title in their minds. This is about vengeance. This is about receipts. But again, I think this partnership was due from the start.
Oh!
Another overhand chop by Kylie Rae.
Look at that sick smile on the face of Kylie Rae.
I didn't know Kylie could have such a maniacal smile on her face. I know her tagline is she just wants to have fun, but fun can mean a lot of different things. And tonight, fun means whooping GPA's ass all over Logan Square Auditorium.
Well, K-Mel, she is doing that thus far, but remember, GPA is academically superior.
I have to tell you, ever since they kind of parted ways, all I can think about is when GPA decimated Kenny Sutra, putting chains in his kick pads to get the victory. I mean, again, there's nothing GPA won't do to get that win, and I'm terrified for what this might mean for Kylie Rae.
Kylie Rae taking too much time here.
Without a doubt.
I want to dance to this. GPA.
Oh, wait a second. Could we look for that charity case here early? This is the same.
So GPA trying to fight out of it. His left arm trying to pull it off the grips of Kylie Rae. Pushes her through. Satellite. Hurricane Rana there.
It's important to note, K-Mel, that charity case submission maneuver is the same one GPA locked in on Kylie Rae.
And for Kylie Rae, she hopes tonight's turnabout's fair play. As she lands another forearm. GPA doing all he can just to create some distance between him and Kylie Rae. Kylie Rae's been on the offensive almost the entire time here. Oh! Suplex into the buckles. Kylie Rae's neck landed right on the top turnbuckle.
Smart, GPA, smart. Now, I mentioned before that GPA has picked up a bit of street smarts lately, K-Mel, in addition to his academics. And he showed that in a very tight position, he was able to drop Kylie Rae right on the crown of her head.
Oh, and then a lariat right to the back of the neck again. And look, GPA has found a target on Kylie Rae's body, and that's that neck. And remember, GPA's finishing maneuver is the straight A.
GPA trying to gather himself here. Kylie did a number to him on the outside, but now they're inside the ring. GPA's playground now just taking advantage with that leg across the throat.
I mean, you can see both of these competitors in the moments in which they're on the offensive, they're enjoying the moment. They're basking in this moment. These two have been dreaming of June 15th for the last month.
The stakes have never been higher between these two, but again, I don't think either of them can afford to take the time to celebrate.
Oh, just...
Well, it's worth noting, gentlemen, that GPA has mentioned multiple times now he is not a part of this freelance roster, this freelance brotherhood that you guys are obviously drinking the Kool-Aid of. He's very specific about his words, and he said that this roster means nothing to him. This match, though, means
son
everything.
Of a bitch. Did you see GPA mocking Kylie Rae? Oh, that 12-6 elbow landing, again, right in the back of the neck. As you said, academic. He's surgically targeting. Oh, straight A. Oh, sorry, snapmare. Oh, and then right to the top of the back. I mean, GPA, so again, he knows what he wants to target.
Now, this is a man who we have lauded over and over again for getting exponentially better from event to event, and all he's had to do is month to sit and stew about this, and rehearse and practice, and plot and plan. I mean, he's never been more dangerous.
Kylie Rae, super kick, lands. Boot to the side of the head, right above, so right below the ear.
Kylie, look for that Sky to special. Ooh, well scouted.
GPA that rolls her through. Oh, basement PT. Then it's up here.
Ooh,
Kylie Rae able to kick out at 2.
that was close.
You're going to see GPA stewing as soon as she kicked out. His mind percolated, thinking of what he wants to do next. As you guys mentioned, I mean, he gets exponentially better every month. And I don't think I've ever seen him be more tactically astute than he is tonight. In a match with the amount of emotion, that's the one thing I will credit GPA is the fact that he's been able to think with his head for the most part tonight.
That's the thing about GPA. He's always thinking one move ahead. A lot of his opponents, they're planning further right now. GPA's already calculating. He's already stewing on what's next. Right now, he continues to wrench across the face of Kylie Rae. Maybe to shut her up a bit from the fuck up GPA chants and the shirts.
Oh, just
right there, just teaching her a lesson, slamming her head against the canvas.
All the offense has been to head and neck.
What is GPA doing here?
This is a degree too far. GPA grabbing Kylie's belt.
I don't know what GPA is thinking about doing here, but I think he's going to teach Kylie a lesson.
I mean, he is developed a sadistic streak.
All right, again, no matter how you feel about this, there's no way this is appropriate for this match.
I mean, there's no way there's going to be a disqualification here. Sam Medwood is not going to allow this match to end outside of a pin or a submission.
GPA is telling the fans, this is what you wanted? This is what you wanted? You wanted her to beat me up? I'm going to show each and every one of you here at the Logan Square Auditorium exactly what a beatings looks like.
Oh, and a third shot, a third belt strike by GPA onto the back of Kylie Rae.
This is disgusting.
I mean, GPA is grown accustomed to enjoying pain and watching others suffer as he's choking the life out of Kylie Rae. Almost daring our official to count him out, daring him.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And you can see Kylie trying to get her fingers underneath that belt to create a little bit of space so she's not completely being choked out.
What does this prove is what I have to ask you guys. This is a man who's been the champion, who has a victory over
Lots of
everybody there
people
is to beat in this company. But what is the point of him choking the life out of his former tag team partner?
Look, he's got a victory over Mustafa Ali and Isaiah Velasquez.
Absolutely. Why not just pin her in the ring and prove his point? This is where it goes beyond the point of pride.
This is a sight we don't want to see.
I think Kylie Rae in tears now, pleading with GPA. Oh, just...
How dare you!
Spits right in their face! One of the most disgusting, vile things!
Kylie Rae responds with a slap, though. She's not going to go down quietly. Believe you me, she's not going to go down quietly. Blocks the strike attempt. Forearms lands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kylie Rae is clubbing GPA. Ducks the line. Switch. Back elbow lands by Kylie Rae. She hits a standing switch. Trying to lift GPA up into a German suplex. She connects. GPA on his knees and now on his back.
They are breaking decibels here in the Logan Square Auditorium. It's hard to hear you, K-Mel.
There might have been a moment where Kylie Rae wasn't sure of herself in this match, but being spit in the face, being insulted the way she was by GPA has absolutely fired her up.
Oh, look!
Skyler special. Oh, GPA, though, gets up.
Oh!
Insecurity connects.
I've scarcely heard this place louder than it is right now.
Kylie Rae, it's just her moment. GPA keeping this blood feud alive by kicking out at 2.
Wait a second.
Oh, Kylie Rae. She has the belt now.
Oh!
GPA now having the life choked out of him.
She just suffocated the shit out of him. Came out. Come on.
Turnabout's fair play. Turnabout is fair play. Another belt strike. And look, that was the question. Can Kylie Rae be as sadistic as GPA? Can she go to the levels that GPA has already displayed? And with that belt, she has shown that she can, and she will, and she is.
She just surrendered it, too.
GPA, though, kicks out once again at 2.
Kylie Rae needs to stay on top of GPA if she wants to get the victory here.
Well, she has a hold to the left arm here. She's looking for that charity case. She's looking for the charity case.
Oh!
Lariat landed. And remember, that's how this started. A lariat by GPA.
That smile might be wiped out permanently.
Very reminiscent of that. GPA taking a little time to regroup here.
Yeah,
Very smart.
I think he was a little discombobulated. I mean, you see him drop to a knee.
Could be.
But he does have that look in his eyes.
He could be looking to lock that charity case submission in again. You remember, came out, Zach, Kylie Rae just writhing in pain as GPA reared back on the neck. Wait!
Kylie Rae through basement super kick. Going for the pin once again.
Oh! Barely GPA able to kick out.
I mean, the tiniest of hair on Sam Meadowood's hand was just a fraction of a centimeter off that canvas when GPA kicked out.
Once again, we're in a position, though, where Kylie Rae needs to stay on top of GPA. All this separation is doing nothing but cause trouble here.
Yeah, but I think, she's probably also thinking, what do I have to do? What do I need to do next? I mean, trying to make those real-time calculations.
I think Kylie Rae's going to have to bust out something big, huge maneuver to put away GPA here.
Yeah, but GPA is, he's dead weight.
Referee needs to check on GPA.
I was going to say, we might have GPA.
I wouldn't be surprised if GPA was calculating this. Cram session in progress.
Cram session connects into that neck breaker. GPA playing possum.
After all the punishment that neck's already absorbed.
Oh my goodness!
Pile driver connects.
That could be it.
That's probably it too.
Mercy.
Oh.
Never count Kylie Rae out.
Oh, unbelievable.
With all the damage that she sustained to her neck, between the cram session, the pile driver, the Irish whips into the ropes, all of it, the snapmare.
Not exactly sure where GPA is going right now. I know where that is, KML.
Is there nothing this man will not do in this ring tonight?
You guys answered this question earlier. The answer is no, unfortunately. Well, there are no limits. There's no barrier he's not willing to traverse. There's no line he's not willing to cross.
Wait a second. Referee Sam.
Is this compassion? I'm sick. Oh.
That's not better. That's not better.
GPA was just going to sit down and wait for his opponent to get to their feet.
No, Jeff, please do not do this. Jeff, do not do this. Sam, you got to talk him off that ledge.
Jeffrey Percival Auster.
Oh, thank God.
Referee Sam now inserting himself in this contest.
Kylie Rae just throws the chair chair onto the head of GPA.
Where was the referee at to prevent that from happening to GPA? Huh, Zach?
The referee hasn't prevented a whole lot this evening.
Kylie now clutching that chair. Placing it now right on the canvas.
What are you looking for here?
Went from one very dangerous situation probably to another. Kylie Rae, middle turnbuckle.
I don't want to look.
Oh.
Top rope.
What is she doing?
We are in a precarious position here.
The chair!
Corona under that chair. The back of GPA slammed right onto the chair.
This place is fired up!
GPA on his stomach, trying to compose himself. Kylie Rae full of fire.
Looking for GPA to get to his feet.
Super kick lands flush on the chin. That is it. 2, 3. Wait a second.
The fans here at the Logan Square Auditorium a bit ahead of themselves. GPA able to power up.
I don't know where he got that from.
I mean, that's pure hatred that fueled him to kick out.
It is a game of milliseconds.
It's a game of nanoseconds.
She's wasting too much time here. You got to stay on GPA and put him away.
Questions, how do you compose yourself after that? We were all so sure that Kylie Rae had won that match.
Absolutely.
After
Going through a whirlwind of emotions here.
I mean, how do you go from having that happen, to having GPA kick out, to say, you know what? You know, onward and upward. Let's go to the next maneuver. Let's inflict more damage. But I think Kylie Rae saw that chair.
What the hell? Is the ref just letting anything happen here? Get that chair out of her hand.
Kylie Rae clutching the legs of that chair, looking to slam it onto the head of GPA.
GPA, get out of the way!
Looking for the final shot in this battle.
Pleading now with Kylie Rae. Smart move. Smart move.
GPA, I mean, hugging Kylie, trying to back off. I think.
Not exactly sure, but they probably teach you that at the Ivy Leagues, huh, K-Mel?
Maybe. Oh no.
I have never heard this place louder than it is right now.
I don't know. I don't know. Is Kylie considering this as being sincere?
The faithful saying, no, Kylie Rae, don't do it.
I don't know. I mean, Kylie, she's again a whirlwind of emotions. I don't know if she can go through with this.
Oh, it looks like Kylie Rae may be showing mercy to GPA, despite what these fans may think. She knows what's better for her.
You know what? She's showing mercy now. I guarantee you, the roles were reversed. GPA would have already hit Kylie Rae multiple times with that chair.
Oh
yeah! Onto the chair. That son of a bitch.
You watch your tongue came out. Straight in. Onto the chair. Cover. 2, 3. That's it.
Disgusting.
Your winner of the match, GPA.
That's Kirby shot.
If you could take a look at the looks I see on my counterparts' faces right now. Just distraught, emotional, in their feelings. We may need to take a breather after this. GPA leveraging that chair to his advantage.
No, leveraging his former friendship with Kylie Rae to his advantage. What obfuscates Sterling.
Okay, Mel, some people are just goddamn gullible, and that's exactly what Kylie Rae was tonight, and GPA used that to his advantage.
Look at that smug smile on that asshole's face. I'm sorry for swearing, but what we just saw.
No need for name calling. Just call it what it is. GPA victory.
And honestly, I thought it was foregone. I did not want to see it happen, not this way, not anyway.
I mean, the freelance faithful have nothing to say. That's how stunned they are. I'm trying to gather the words to say, but I can't think of any good ones.
Nor can I.
It's worth noting, though, K-Mel, in all honesty, Kylie Rae, very impressive performance. She brought it to GPA tonight, that's for sure.
Is this your way of adding? I mean, to see how distraught Kylie is, I mean, what do you say?